I'm out in my garage playing with my Patrick Green triple pick and some beautiful black alpaca from an alpaca named Diamond at the Cienega Creek alpacas in Arizona. You can see it's been washed, but it has a lot of trash in it. It's also very, very soft. And I'm spinning this for Margaret, who owns Cienega Creek. It's really quite open and nice, but to be ready to card on my Patrick Green super card, or really any drum card, it needs to be open even more. You can see this, it's a very open, it's not clumped or matted or anything. To get it ready to card, I'm going to use my triple pick. And this was someone had written me and asked, had emailed me and asked me to demonstrate the triple pick, or any picker. So here we go. This is the triple pick. It is definitely a high-powered piece of equipment. It's from Patrick Green in Canada. They have a website, but they do not have email. I'm trying to do this with one hand and video with the other. It locks, and I keep it locked even though I don't have children. You just never know. It the upper arm swings, and down in this cradle are lots and lots of very, very sharp nails. They're also on the upper arm. So when you're picking, the nails almost come together. They don't really touch, and it pulls the fiber open. Let's see if I can get this. It is not a toy. Now I will say I have never gotten myself on the picker, but I have on the drum card. But then I'm also, just freaked about this thing. I've got a bag set up to catch the fiber as it comes off. Now I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod and show you how I do this. You can see I've got it sitting on a picnic bench that I bought a long time ago just to put my picker on. It has a place right here for a clamp. I got mine used and it did not come with the clamp. It got lost somewhere along the way. I put the bag of fleece on my right and I straddle the bench. I have a bag to catch the fleece. It's really better if you have a bigger bag, or you can spread a sheet out. I'm not going to move everything out and get it all set up right now. You only put in a small amount at one time, especially when you don't have the clamps. Push the arm forward, drop the fiber in, and I'm holding on and pick. Put a little more fiber in and pick. Paula Simmons, who makes these, recommends wearing a leather bib. If you don't lean forward, you're all right. If you do lean forward, you risk tearing your chest with these nails. You also want to hold way back on the picker so you do not get your hand anywhere near. Again, a small amount of fleece. It really goes very fast. And you can see how well it opens the fleece. A lot of the trash falls out, so you need to dump the picker and clean it off after each use. To clean out the fiber in the nails, you can see how quite a bit of it gets caught in there. I use a garden claw because you do not want to reach in with your fingers. Once this is picked, it's ready to be carded. Again, you don't ever want to reach in. A lot of safety factors involved with this. There are other picks on the market. I started out with a Meck mini pick. That was about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It works the same way. It doesn't have the number of teeth this does, so it didn't work quite as well or quite as fast, and it was much smaller. again, it was a very dangerous piece of equipment. If you have young children in the house who might in any way come close to this, you need to rethink. Have a place to put it, keep it locked, and never use it when the children are around. They really can eat you up. You can use it for slightly matted or felted fiber. There again, you're going to have something to clamp it down and put in tiny little bits. I have never used it for really clumped matted fiber. I don't think I would. I don't like to mess with fiber like that. So I hope this helps. Show you a little bit about the picker. You can use it on any kind of fiber. So I just happened to have alpaca that needed to be done, and you can see a lot of this. Now this trash will come out when I run it through my super card. Here's a view from the back side that will show you feeding in a little bit better. I hang on to it here. I guess I could put the fiber on the left, but I don't. I hang on way back here. And you can see how it catches the fiber and pulls it in. And I just toss it in. You don't need to reach in and put it in there. You can adjust it. You don't want the nails to hit each other, to actually come together. It really isn't hard to do unless you get too much fiber. If you get too much fiber in there, you kind of have to rock it back and forth, maybe a 1/4 inch at a time until you can finally get it open and it will swing freely. I'll put a little bit more. I don't like to do it that way. And it's not really stuck, but you can see you can just go back and forth a little bit at a time, and finally it'll come free. When you're through, you want to put the protection back on. It has a plank for the back to keep it from swinging back, and it has a lock that goes on the front, and you saw me take this off. And I'll need to clean this out first. But this fits on right here. You can bolt it shut, and you can also put locks on the other end so that it really can be put up and made safe if you have any children in the house. This is my Patrick Green super card. There's a lot of stuff on my workplace right now, so I'm not going to get into it, and I've done other videos demonstrating it, but you can see how fine the teeth are. So if you run, it's a motorized, if you run alpaca through even as open as Diamond was without being picked, it will jam this and burn out your motor. Again, I have done other videos showing how to card different ways, so I'm not going to go into that now. But this is the triple card, or the super card. I also have a Louet roving carder that I really, really like for things like alpaca and angora and all kinds of wool as well. And again, having the fiber picked and open and ready to go makes a huge difference. If you run heavy clumps of fiber through your drum card, it's not going to card well, and you're going to get nasty fiber to work with when you start spinning.